all that I see. And after I've come so far, you know where I'll be. I'll fly away, fly away, fly away, fly away home. I'll fly away, fly away, fly away, fly away home. But life is a vision, that's how it should be. The world is a canvas, and the choices are free. At the end of the journey, where all is complete, they'll all wonder where I've gone, but you know where I'll be. I'll fly away, fly away, fly away, fly away home. I'll fly away, fly away, fly away, fly away home. Our dreams last forever, for all that we know. The roads come together, and that's where we'll go.
Good evening, Guam, Marianas, and beyond. It is December 3rd, Tuesday night, and welcome to our studios. I'm sorry it's just me. Troy had a real busy day today, and I'm just covering. So bear with me as we go along with what's happening on our island and in the CNMI. Can we just start with Mui's Garage first, Prim? You can cast to my screen. For all your automotive needs, Mui's Garage, it's 688-2944, and his name is Jun. Let him know that Kandit News sent you, and you will receive a discount. You might want to call and make an appointment. I believe he is starting to get busy. Okay, you can get off my screen now. I wanted to bring up the shootings. There was a shooting on Back Road closer to Manilao, and then last week, Friday, there was a shooting right up the street from my home. And according to GPD, the incidents, they're not related. But the mere fact that there's a shooter out there, there's guns going off, and we don't know where they're coming from. It's kind of scary. And not just the fact that it's by my house, but it's just I don't know what to think about that. Honestly, DOE had a meeting today about the kids. Troy's doing the story, but we weren't able to have that ready for you before we were able to go on. And I didn't want to go on at midnight, that's for sure. So I'm just going to go through the news of what we have already, and then hopefully tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon, Troy and I will go on early and talk about those things. You can cast to my screen, Prim. The taxpayers of the Commonwealth of Northern Mariana Islands paid for Governor Ralph Torres' First Lady Diane Tudela Torres and his entire cabinet to roll or fly to Rota for a Republican Party rally on April 13, 2018. The taxpayers even paid for his ocean view suite at the Rota Resort and Country Club while there. On April 9, 2018, a memo from the governor to his cabinet and activity heads instructs them to charter their flights to Rota for a cabinet meeting on Friday, April 13, 2018 at 10:30 a.m. at the office of the mayor of Rota in Song Song. Yes, the cabinet did meet with the governor at a Republican party rally in Rota. All their travel and per diem to get there was paid by the taxpayers of the CNMI. Travel documents turned in by Mr. and Mrs. Torres indicate they had lost their boarding passes for the Star Marianas air flight from Saipan to Rota on April 12, then Rota to Saipan on April 13. In lieu of boarding passes, which are evidence that the money paid from the CNMI Treasury to Ralph and Diane Torres for their travel actually was spent on the airline tickets, the couple instead turned in the SMA airline booking request forms. These forms confirm nothing. The travel authorization document, however, reveals that the governor arrived in Rota by boat. Witnesses of the voyage tell Kandit that he took a boat in order to carry beer and liquor for the rally to Rota. Special Assistant to the Administration Shirley Camacho Ogormoro and Director of Finance and Accounting Bernadita C. Palacios approved the payment of a $150 stipend to Mr. Torres, $230 for his hotel stay in Rota, and $115 for his travel costs. In total, the taxpayers forked out $470 for him, and that does not include public funds spent to fund the travel of Ms. Torres and the governor's cabinet for this political event. According to a receipt from the Rota Resort and Country Club, the governor and the first lady stayed 2 nights in the beautiful 4-bedroom ocean view suite before checking out on April 14, 2018. Ephraim Italic is the Republican mayor of Rota. Ironically, Mr. Italic and his girlfriend are fighting federal charges of wire fraud and other crimes of corruption because of a trip they took to Guam for a Republican Party event at the expense of the CNMI taxpayers, around the same time period as this so-called cabinet meeting. Mr. Italic's trial has been continued to next year following Chief Judge Ramona Manglotnia's recent approval of a motion regarding the information pertaining to, among others, Governor Torres in Mr. Italic's case. I just want to read a comment. It's I can't say who's it by because it's a cuss word. We've been getting a lot of these. In the year and a half the public records have been sitting there, how many times have the Tribune and the Variety even thought about posing these questions? Crickets all around. Watch for the next hilariously over-the-top glowing review for some restaurant that buys ad space, or a tourist administration press release reprinted unquestioningly at face value. And this is something that the CNMI has been going through for a while now. And these are all public documents. They're right. Everything that we are reporting on is public documents. And yes, we slide in there some of what we think and our view and how this might go down or it won't go down. The next one is, guys, just bear with me. My shows are boring. Here we go. From Nancy Mott now. The Saipan Tribune is reporting and confirming that former Guam Chief Prosecutor Phil Tidinko will no longer be general counsel to Imperial Pacific International CNMI LLC, the embattled Saipan Casino operation starting next week. Mr. Tidinko, his records, and even his phones have been among the subjects of the Federal Bureau of Investigation's massive RICO case involving public corruption and foreign interference in United States elections. Kandit has received word last week that Mr. Tidinko had resigned. We were able to get Mr. Tidinko on the phone during a live interview, and we asked Mr. Tidinko whether he in fact resigned. He hung up on us. Mr. Tidinko is the younger brother of U.S. District Court of Guam Chief Judge Francis Tidinko Gatewood and the older brother to former Guam Seaport Board Chairman Daniel J. Tidinko. Okay. And it is our top story for today. Oh, today we also went to the airport. Everyone saw that. It was Troy did the story on it. And yes, we are getting all kinds of email and messages regarding Hofschneider. Some good, some bad. We just need to verify some things. Okay, let me do the comments first. Shoots. Hold on, Prim. I didn't open it. It's not going to give me everything. Damn it. Anthony Smith Jr. says, get him, Kandit. Benjamin says, go, Troy. Way to go. Half a day, Kathy. Hi, is this Cayu Duenas? How do you say that, Prem? Q Duenas? Oh, Q. I think it's Q, right? Sorry. Kelly Cruz, Buenas Candid News. Buenas, Kelly. Joe Cruz says, maybe it was horsing around. You know, just horseplay. Yeah, it looked like it. It looked like horseplay. Regarding this officer, Kandit has brought you a story. I'm not sure when exactly this was, but we've been, since Kandit started, and it just has to do with a lot of the police corruption that happened to Troy and I, and a lot of others out there. Cover-ups, things not being reported, them using their badge against people like us, the 99%. So we ran that story on Joey Uggan. He's a former officer of the Mandania Drug Task Force. So we're hoping to get a meeting with the chief of police. Very good man. He knows what he's doing. We respect him. We just want answers. Thea Baza, good evening, Kandit. Hi, Thea. We hooked. Kandit in the house. Thank you, Tatiana. John Cruz. Okay, looks like Jacob's not on. See, my show's boring. Jacob's not on. Hi, Brandy. Okay, that's it. Let me just get into this story. Police Chief Stephen Ignacio placed former Mandania Drug Task Force police officer Joey Uggan under criminal and administrative investigation for police brutality. The Guam Police Department was forced to respond in this way due to a viral video depicting Mr. Uggan sucker punching a defendant under arrest and not resisting. The following statement was provided by police spokesman Sergeant Paul Tapau. Today, Chief of Police Stephen Ignacio became aware of a viral video circulating throughout social media, portraying what appears to be several Guam police officers escorting a male individual to a patrol car. With one of the officers appeared to have struck the male individual. Chief Ignacio stresses that it is important that the department remains above reproach when performing their duties and responsibilities in order to maintain the trust and respect from the public. And to that extent, Chief Ignacio has ordered an immediate criminal and administrative investigation surrounding this video and the activities contained within it. The Guam Police Department has received numerous inquiries concerning this video and its contents and has inquired specifically as to the name of the alleged officer. Chief Ignacio states that since there is an active criminal and administrative investigation, the identities of the individuals involved will not be disclosed at this time. This is not Mr. Uggin's first dance with police brutality. Kandit has been covering the illegal activities of him and his former colleagues in the Medina Drug Task Force for the past year. Despite numerous occasions when we have raised these issues to the Guam Police Department, this is the first time GPD is actually acknowledging the problem, at least with Mr. Uggen, and conducting an investigation. We received some email and messages. Joey Uggen was part of, there was a 2 years ago, I believe, don't quote me, guys, but I'm just paraphrasing. There was an incident that happened at Ukadu High. Mr. Uggen was one of the officers that responded. According to the parent, they mistreated their son. And I believe they used force on him. And the parents made the complaint. It was all over the news. And according to the parents, nothing was done. So, as long as we keep on this, there's a lot of good officers out there. Just a couple weeks ago, there was a lady running. I called 911. There's very good officers out there. There's just some that take it to the next level. There's a lot of comments. There's like maybe almost 30 or maybe 20,000 views so far on this video. And there's comments. People are angry that this is what that police officer did. And then there's comments where people say maybe the guy deserved it. Well, in my opinion, the guy didn't deserve it. His hands were behind his back. He was defenseless. And if we don't stand up to this kind of treatment, especially when it's on video, it's not a he said, she said anymore. What is this island going to come to? We need to stand up and take charge of our island, or else it's just going to go to shizzles. That is. Oh wait. Troy actually did an interview with the person that took this video. The man who took the viral video of Guam police officer Joey Uggen punching a cuffed man in his custody said that when cops secured the victim in the cop car, they stood outside the car and began laughing and talking. The incident happened today around noon at Governor Joseph Flores Park in front of Ipao Beach. Quote, I was in my car about to get down when I saw a squad car pull up. I just thought it was an officer doing his rounds, the man said. I noticed 2 other squad cars follow in and I figured something must be up because police lights were flashing. I walked up to see what the commotion was. I noticed that the guy that was arrested was already inside the cop car. I talked to the lifeguard and asked if everything was okay, if everything was safe on the beach. The lifeguard said it's just a disturbance in the area. The cop that punched the guy took him out of the car to escort to the other side of the park, then halfway through turned around to escort him back to the same cop car they came from. That's when I started recording. I noticed he sucker punched him in the gut. The guy was in cuffs. He was defenseless. I didn't see any signs of him resisting or trying to get away. I didn't see the other cops trying to stop Joey Uggen or talk to him. After they put him in the car, they were chit-chatting and laughing. the witness concluded. That's when I posted the video. Bravo to this man for exposing police corruption and forcing the government to do something about it. Now, as far as the other officers, I'm not sure, but I just really hope that that sucker punch is in their police reports. How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. Minus the sucker puncher. So 3 officers that saw this. Yeah, but whoever witnessed it. It should be in their. You know how they write the reports that go to the magistrates that do da 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 da. You know. Unless they're just gonna put in sum and substance. I've been reading that a lot, and their police reports are saying in sum and substance. Like, okay. That's it for tonight. Wait, let me go to the comments. I'm boring, guys.
You're doing good, Prayer. You're doing awesome.
Biba Guam says they have evidence now. The police can't dispute the video. They have to do something about it. Termination is the remedy. Yes, it is a disgrace to the uniform, Tatiana. Oh, no, wait. Yeah, Tatania? I don't know how to say your name. I'm so sorry. We taxpayers have to fork out the millions of dollars if the victim decides to sue. There are some good guys, mostly the veterans, but some of the rookies are just bad. Oh, Joey Uggan ain't a rookie, guys. He is not a rookie. Oh, thanks, Vince. He says, you're a natural, Johnny. Great job, Candid crew. Thanks, guys. When it walks like a duck, it's a duck. When it quacks like a duck, it's a duck. And I quack because I'm a duck. My family last name is Ngonget. Or, you know, the family name. What's this appears stuff? Do they think that the public is blind? No, actually, I just think that with everything. Oh, DOC's getting 28 new guards, guys. So that's bravo to DOC. Thank God. They could finally get some help. I know they need a lot more than 28, but it's a start. Hi, Steven. Hi, Stacy. Oh, there. Hi, Jacob. I was hoping you would get online. Hi, Doc. Thanks, Doc. Yes, we are. We will follow the story. We will follow it as much as we can. It's very disturbing. It's also disturbing the shootings that are happening on Back Road. The rape of that little girl, the 13-year-old girl in Dedido. Thank God they found the guy. They found the guy that hurt the owner of the barbershop, the lady. He robbed her and hurt her and put her in the hospital. They found her, but I wanted to report on that tonight, but I couldn't seem to find the magistrate's complaint. I wanted to read it to you guys because that gives you detail of everything about who the guy is, where he came from, and if he spoke to the police and all of that. So, should also do a story about how parole doesn't enforce the conditions for parolees and how they let things bypass. You know, actually, Nadine, they pick and choose who they want to, who they watch at parole. It's crazy. Kandit will be looking. We got some information about Guam parole, and we are going to look into this and find out what the law. They have to follow the law, so we have to find out what the law states. So yeah, Nadine, we are, and the chief is pretty good about talking with Kandit. Hi, Judy. Never mind, Mr. Uggan is gonna be looking for a job. Is Kandit hiring? Joey can have a seat here at Kandit if he's willing to talk about everything dirty that was going on in that department. I will personally hire Mr. Uggan. And you can take that to the bank. Okay, we're done. Thank you. If we can pray for all our brothers and sisters suffering through addiction. I've been having some good days, some bad days. Anger management was canceled today, so I didn't get to have that
So you're
class.
angry about it?
I was angry about it. Yes. If we can just pray for people having a hard time, even just life, even if they're not addicted to drugs. It's Christmas. Oh, and I got more people donating stuff for the baby, for the family that's in need. I want to, again, thank you guys so much. And then if we can also, don't forget about the family, the homeless family that's behind here, behind our office here in Kandit. We're still accepting those donations. There's some kids there. I think the ages between maybe 9 and 12. I'm not sure how many. Yeah. So if we can just pray for each other, for safety, pray for administration, pray for the officers to have God in their hearts and make their minds sharp so that they know how to handle people that need help. And yeah, that's it. Thank you, Guam. Thank you, CNMI. Thank you all over the world. Have a good night.